I don't believe in unbreakable. I believe you break and mend, but you always mend a little better.
One of the toughest things in sport is knowing that there's no reason why you shouldn't win this race and the next race and the race after, and dealing with that pressure.
And it's all up to me to get that right, no matter who's beside me or who's chasing me.
There's always that doubt, but resilience for me are those people who can get through those real tough days.
I've raced so many times in my life, like hundreds and hundreds of times, and never in my life has a race gone perfectly.
It's an unknown road ahead, and that the limits are really endless. And that's what's most exciting. It makes me want to go faster than anybody's ever gone before. We've got 3 sports to do, so we're doing a 3-a-day, 340 days of the year. That's just a fact. And I think we're just a little bit psycho.
It takes a lot of willpower and a lot of sacrifice to get to where you want to be.
And that's kind of why I became a triathlete. I was like, this is the coolest thing of all time. But I also realized that's a little bit psycho. So, and I think we're all kind of like that.
I think I'm pretty stubborn. How I entered triathlon was like I was kind of written off that, you know, I came into it late, I'd never run fast enough. Like my face didn't fit, I just was never kind of accepted, and I want people to underestimate me and I want to prove them wrong. I feel like I've just been doing that forever.
A lot of it does come down to the mind and who has like the mental capacity to deal with little setbacks in the race and push through pain.
All endurance athletes, to some extent, are very good at trying to come across as unbreakable. We don't like showing weaknesses.
I've obviously done triathlon for a long time, and that has highs and lows. And in my training, I had actually quite a significant injury that I had to overcome.
I was told that I wouldn't run again or be competitive again, and I didn't deal with it so well at the time.
You are taught to basically lie to your body. You know, you tell yourself that you can go faster, and you can keep on going.
I wasn't ready for it to be over. I just loved where I was at, that I just never thought that like it could be taken away like that.
The challenge of 2020 has been many for the world.
It's the first time I can remember in my career that I've not had an obvious goal in the short term coming up.
I love big races, but in Daytona, it's just like extreme. This amazing arena for triathlon that I haven't seen anything like anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's almost like a coliseum, like we're going to be battling it out on Sunday.
The PTO Championship is like the marquee event. It's just like the most competitive race.
I think it's a massive deal, and it's the most important race in triathlon of any distance in 2020.
The PTO Championship means a lot. It's gotten to a point where it's almost this obsession.
I'm curious, I guess, more than anything, to see how I'll do in Daytona.
How important is the swim in this race?
Any, advantage you get in the swim is always good, because, yeah.
What advantage?
So
I kick your ass.
There, Sebi.
Oh, Javi's back wheel is your front wheel.
There's a lot of people that their strength is the run, if they're ITU girls, super strong swimmers that are strong bikers, but you don't know how they can perform on a time trial bike. It's just a whole lot of unknowns that you're just never going to be comfortable no matter where you are, because it's never going to be a foregone conclusion.
And I normally never focus on all the other 39 girls on the start line or how big the start line is, because if I do that, I'm gonna absolutely freak out.
Man, I'm gonna just be trying not to look around at everybody and be like, you're freaking awesome, you're freaking awesome. Honestly, I think to myself, don't fuck this up.
This kind of field that is assembled for Sunday, it's the best athletes across all formats of triathlon. Most people would say I have no shot at winning this race because of the ITU guys, because my swim is so weak. To beat any of them, I have to have an all-time best performance.
Obviously, I do have a lot of potential based on my results from 2010, 2011, but that's a really long time ago. So I think I've also been written off in a lot of people's minds, and even in my own mind sometimes.
I imagine it's going to be a lot of the top swimmers around me initially in the beginning, Alistair Brownlee, Vincent Louis, and I think towards the back end of the race, I think a lot of the Uber bikers like Sebastian Canile, Lionel Sanders will definitely start coming through at the back end of the bike and on the run.
I think almost every other athlete in the field will be aiming for me in the PTO Championships.
The person that I'd most like to beat is definitely my brother. Alistair is an unbelievable athlete. And if I could beat him in Daytona, it'll be absolutely incredible.
How do you think other competitors view you?
Well, my goal is to win the race.
Going to be a lot of strong competitors. I want to try and beat them anyway. Some people really revel in being the person who's watched and the person who's under pressure, and I think that for some people that brings the best out of them.
One name and one name only, Lionel Sanders.
The only thing that drives me is I want to inflict pain on these people because they inflict pain on me in the water. I feel horrible. I went swimming this morning. This is a mindset I'm in. I went swimming this morning and I see all these guys and they make me feel like shit about myself.
I can name 20 people that could win this race. It's like such a crazy field. Definitely Holly, Lawrence.
So Nicholas Berg is a great athlete and we had some great battles in the past, but old merits don't last very long and you're only as fast as you are when the start gun goes.
She's only one of a lot of really strong girls on Sunday, and I think my goal will be to just make the best out of my strength.
I never start a race if I'm not here to win.
You're there. The gun's about to go off. There's really no sights, there's no smells. The only thing that matters is the crispness to the air and that you can poke it with a tack and the whole thing explodes.
I would hear my heartbeat.
The guys next to me, I can feel the nerves.
Everything else is really quiet. And you can feel and sense the nervousness and the tension.
It's calm but nervous energy that's all combined for like a big storm or a big accomplishment to happen.
There's always that doubt. What am I doing here? Why do I put myself through this?
I feel tired and lethargic and terrible.
Take a deep breath. Now I'm in my element. Now I gotta do the hurting.
And I would hear my thoughts. Can I win this damn thing? Got this. This is mine.
You're just praying about getting across that finish line.
Now or never. Now or never. Now or never. You can see the clock is ticking down and you're getting closer and closer to it.
And it's already just starting to like build and build and build.
Relax. Unleash yourself when the start gun goes.
And all of a sudden, it's war. Yo, yo, yo! The strongest legs in triathlon have arrived!